welcome to Chevrolet. Thanks for dropping by and spending some time with us. Now, Chevrolet is a display and an exhibit where we offer something for everyone. We specialize in cars, trucks, SUV, whether or not you're looking for electric or whether or not you're looking for the best performance. But for right now, of course, I'm calling a particular audience. For those of you that have a need for speed and a heart for racing, for those of you that love adrenaline, that's what the 2015 Corvette ZO6 is all about. Now, the previous ZO6 featured our 427 naturally aspirated 7-liter engine, 505 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. Well, instead of simply amping things up a notch, our engineers really wanted to knock you back in your seats, literally speaking, because this vehicle features our all-new LT4 engine. It's an advanced supercharged powertrain, 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, and now with our 8-speed automatic transmission, it goes from 0 to 60 in a mind-blowing 2.95 seconds for a price that starts at $78,995. Go anywhere else and you'll pay 2 to 3 times as much for a competitor that doesn't even compete. So let's talk about exactly what we have here on display. When it comes to high performance, you need key ingredients. You need a capable powertrain. You need the braking and the handling system to support it. So let's talk about this powertrain. Now, it's a 6.2-liter small block push rod V8 engine, and that's matched with a 1.7-liter supercharger. Now, previously on the ZR1, it featured a 2.3-liter supercharger. That delivered 638 horsepower. Now, this supercharger is smaller and more capable. In fact, that 1.7-liter spins it up to 20,000 RPM, 5,000 RPM more than the previous ZR1. You see, the rotors are shorter in diameter. It helps them to stay in the sweet spot of the RPM band. Now, this vehicle, the LT4, is the greatest balance between performance and efficiency ever in a Corvette, and the reason why, it leverages the same technologies that we introduced on the Stingray: direct inject, continuously variable valve timing, and active fuel management, which is cylinder deactivation. This is going to be one of the only supercharged engines in the world over 600 horsepower to offer you cylinder deactivation. Here is the purpose. Your V8 performance is always off the line. That's what you buy a Corvette for. But once you gain the necessary speed to get to a high-end level, guess what? All of those cylinders are not necessary, so let's deactivate half of those to save you in your fuel. You want to know how you turn off active fuel management? Just put your right foot into it. It's performance on demand, efficiency when you like, and never a compromise. Now, the vehicle comes standard with a 7-speed manual transmission that features active rev matching. Now, active rev matching, it's still a traditional 3-pedal system. So we're not going to do away with that, because we know that for our traditionalists, it's definitely a part of the experience. You truly feel one with the machine when you're shifting through those gears. But you see, the way active rev matching works, when it's on and you're upshifting or downshifting, it simply matches your speed, matches the RPM to stabilize the vehicle. It makes an amateur look like a professional, but we know that in the mind of a purist, you are the pro, so active rev can be turned on or off from the steering wheel. The 8-speed automatic transmission is also going to feature paddle shifting as well. Now, when it comes to quality and design, let's talk about the difference between the Stingray and the Z06. Up front, this unique grille, it's beauty and purpose, because that's what the Corvette represents. It provides optimal airflow to the supercharger's intercooler heat exchanger. In fact, if we were to remove this grille, it would not cool as efficiently. Now, this beautiful design here, when you have 650 horsepower, you're on the track, you're going at high-end speeds, guess what? Air can get underneath the vehicle and cause front-end lift. Not with this design. The air travels through the radiator. It escapes through here. We're pulling heat off the engine and simultaneously creating a downforce on the vehicle. The front fender side codes, they add responsive handling. It's up to our engineers to make you feel in control. And out back on our rear quarter panels, opposite of the driver, we're cooling the transmission with the fan system, and opposite of the passenger, we're cooling the electronic limited slip with the liquid system. So not only are we cooling that, but also this helps out with the weight distribution of the vehicle. Now let's talk about the handling that we have. The electronic limited slip goes from open to full lock in tenths of a second. So what does that mean? It means that it helps with the torque split between the rear wheels and it prevents them from spinning out. A dry sump oiling system prevents oil starvation during hard cornering. And let's talk about magnetic ride control. It's the world's fastest reacting suspension. It uses magnetorheological technology that adjusts your shock's damping system. Now it takes it from a liquid viscosity to a texture more like plastic or rubber, literally in a few milliseconds. Let's put that in layman's terms. It makes this baby corner and handle literally like it's on rails. This vehicle has all of the ingredients to definitely be successful. From the very beginning, June 30th, 1953, the Corvette has been developed with the progressive spirit of ingenuity. The price point starts at $78,995. Now the model that you see on display is sitting at about $100,000. Now I would like to say only $100,000, and the reason why, I want you to understand who the Corvette competes with. This vehicle, the C7 generation, has major league status. It's in a lineup of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLaren. Go anywhere else, you'll pay 2 to 3 times as much for a competitor that doesn't even compete. This vehicle still remains to be the best performance sports car on the planet for the dollar. Corvette is the most successful team in American Le Mans history. So here's a question. How do you sum up a century of racing greatness? Well, considering the fact that we're a global brand, I'll tell you in French and then I'll tell you in English. Bienvenue chez Chevrolet et bienvenue dans la nation de la supercar de l'Amérique et de l'équipe la plus victorieuse en sport automobile. Welcome to Chevrolet. Welcome to the home of America's supercar and the winningest team in motorsports. Thank you, folks. Enjoy your day and stay classy, San Diego.